You love my best of Bajas. Thank you. Well, be sure to keep clipping in the future so we can make Best of Baja 9. On the left-hand side of Braxis Holdout, we are going to be looking at the members of Deep Waters. We got a Tassadar, Ariel, Hanzo, Artanis, Anubarak. Where is Crushinator for the Artanis? On the right-hand side, it'll be Zool Gin Distillery with Nutcracker, Duhit, Ankle Shot, Lead, and Be Fresh. Playing... Oh, I actually read those backwards. Yeah, Blaze, Varian, Tychus, Brightwing, and Vala. I read the player names, not the actual characters. We got a Q-build Hanzo, maybe Flawless Technique. We've got that Protector Reviver for Artanis. So chat, I pose this question to all of you, gamblers in chat, if you would like to make some channel point predictions. How many stacks for Artanis by the end of the game? Alright. How many of those by the end of the game? I was thinking about this recently. Should we add the music back in to our casts, chat? I don't know if we want to add music back into the game. It feels like it's another audio thing in there. Thank you, Ash Mantle, for the gamble. Like, I was laying in bed last night and I was like, you know, I could make a Stream Deck button for this. Like, I could literally do a Control M Stream Deck button. And we could get the music back in and out of the game. Because you have to turn it off for the draft, because obviously we have our own draft music. It's not the in-game draft, so. I don't know, maybe that's something we mess with in the future? Not sure if anyone ever, like... So it was like, forget what was mentioning it this weekend was like, the music's off. It's like, the music's never been on for my casts, but... Maybe it's something we start adding back in. Regardless, anyways, let's take a look and see what we got going on here around the map. We're going to see some camps to be grabbed, as we do have our first objective phase coming through in about 10 seconds. Artanis grabbing a globe for top. The gamble's still going with 13k on 169 or more, 2.5 on 68 or less. The StarCraft 2 map looks interesting. What's up, Wildfire? How you doing today, cutie? Happy Thursday to you. Hope you're doing well. As a reminder, there is currently a massive storm in our area, so if I do disappear, there may be a massive outage, or it might be a blip. I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen here. Vala does go down. First blood over to the side of Deep Waters. I like the music always, but not necessarily the official OSTs. Yeah, because like when we're out of game, I have the Heroes of the Storm OST playing in the background. And usually when I cast, I don't have the music on at all. I've been told that 99% chance my orders are getting canceled due to high blood pressure. Wait. I'm assuming BP is not blood pressure. Zergwave will be rolling on in through for the bottom lane on the side of Deep Waters. Massive Zergwave here. Tassadar's got that Kydirian Amulet level 1, working his way through that quite quickly. Your orders are getting canceled due to high blood pressure? Wait, why are people canceling your orders due to high blood pressure? That makes no sense. That's confusing to me. Oh, Vala gets a kill onto Hanzo here. We've got Tychus continuing to auto-attack through this wave. Brack with the burrow charge out. Vala with the vault forward. Hungering Arrow bounces, doesn't get a kill. Taunt from Varian. Oh, you're... Okay, I'm sorry. I see you talk about orders, and I think about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Like, your shipping order got canceled because of your blood pressure. I was like, that's not cool. Sending you to the field might have a heart attack due to high blood pressure. Got you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Is there any possibility of lowering it, or like, is there any possibility of proving that you have it managed and that it wouldn't be an issue? Also, Bandit, that is a stinky fart, dude. I'm sorry to hear the bad news, Wildfire. I'm really sorry about that, bud. We have Bruiser Camp top left, grabbed by the members of Deep Water. We have Siege Camp, maybe, yeah, this is started by Brightwing. Even if you got pills tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. I'm so sorry. Soothing Mist activated by the Brightwing. We got a Jet Propulsion from Blaze as well. Good AoE stun. Enough healing coming through, and that'll be no kill onto anyone here in the top lane. 26 stacks for the Artanis currently on the level 1. Hanzo with the simple or the target practice at 2 out of 5. Still working his way through that. We can take a look and see who the stackage is in a second here as the fight does continue. Alright, so he's hit everyone once. He's got to hit Brightwing once and Tychus twice. He's also got the Dragon Hungers. Man, dude, this is looking like a flawless game to me. Enough about that. I'm here to enjoy Baja and chew bubblegum. And you're out of bubblegum. Did you happen to get the zebra gum, which has flavor for like 0.3 seconds? Then you have to get a new stick of zebra gum because the flavor's like cocaine. It's like you're just chasing that fleeting moment. Also, target practice is done. Now, you're welcome. You're welcome to come in here and tell us about your life and stuff like that. It's part of the community. Oh, phase shift from Brightwing comes through in time. Hanzo gets a nice Q and kind of mitigates the healing coming through. God dang, Bandit, the nervous farts you are having today, dear lord.
There, the beacons, capture them.
I always thought Big Red always felt like it kept its flavor for a good amount of time. Nice kill into Ariel. The polymorph denied her from, well, being able to heal since she was a squirrel for so long. Big Red always felt like it carried its flavor, but I don't chew gum either. It always gives me a headache. The repetition of chewing just gives me a headache, so I just don't do it. Nubrak falls. Can they get the overkill onto the Hanzo? They actually get a nice grenade right there. Dwit gets a phase shift from Brightwing and back to nearly full. As their second objective phase is going to be brawled out in bottom lane between the solo laners. Black Jesus holding it right now with this Artanis. Chasing the tail of the zebra. But that's how that zebra gum felt when I was a kid. Like, it would lose its flavor. Like Big League Chew. Big League Chew lost its flavor immediately, too. Nice kill onto a Nubrak. The arrow from Hanzo coming through as well. Trying to deny things or delay things out. Just didn't work out for the side of Deep Waters. Oh, bubble tape as well. Yeah, bubble tape, dude. Yeah. I should have bought some candy for the snowstorm this weekend. They had this deal at the store. It was $5 for 5 things of like different types of candies, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get like 5 things of Reese's Cups, and I was like, I'll never eat that much Reese's Cups. That's the issue. I'll have like 2, and then that'll be the end of it. 90s were something special. The 90s were something special. Candy cigarettes that were like, that literally just were like chalk. Taunt from Varian to try and slow down, just to try and create some room. Oh, nicely done. Where's my button? Very nicely done on that Hanzo Q. I thought Varian actually got away right there. You will, that's the issue. I have pretty good self-control when it comes to stuff like that. Like, could I sit and eat a box of Thin Mints? Like Girl Scout cookie Thin Mints? Yes. But usually I grab like 2 of them and then I put the box back in the fridge. Also, Thin Mints out of the fridge are like S tier if you've never done that before. You practice self-control by not buying it. I do that a little bit too. I don't buy a lot of chips and stuff because I try not to snack because it's healthier. I'm a do-si-do dude. There's like a peanut butter one, like the Adventure something. I want it like, there's a few Girl Scout cookies that I want to try that I've never tried. Samosas are like my number 2. Mimosas are my number 2. If I have it, I will eat it quickly. I'm trying to think if there's anything like that for me. Yeah, not really. Like, I usually have pretty decent self-control. Once in a blue moon, I'll sit there and just like, oh, you know what? You know what I'll go through? Really easily? Goldfish. Oh, man, I love some goldfish. That's a beautiful initiation onto Hanzo. Unfortunately, there's no one else to follow up because the Force Well comes out. There's a Cocoon from the Anubarak. So Varian gets chunked down below 50%. The rest of the team is able to back away finally, and that engagement, it looks like it's going to be postponed. Unfortunately, the caterer was not allowed to, was unable to show up. Nice detainment strike from support main, pushing back on DeWitt here. Newbrack burrows in, lands the Impale, Soothing Mist from Brightwing activated, Jet Propulsion from Blaze on the left-hand side says hello to a few enemies as the bunker comes down from Blaze, and Tassadar activates his Archon form. I can't believe it. Somehow Brightwing is keeping so many alive, but the Artanis is able to get a nice blade dash through. Commandeer Odin, oh wait, trait kicks in for Black Jesus, the tower shot, and Commandeer Odin take him down, but Newbrack wants to chase further. Tassadar did, oh no, as Hanzo gets the kill, okay. I thought that Tassadar was able to jump with the Kydirian Amulet value, but now this is a massive wave in top, and that also will be picked up by the side of Deep Waters, who are able to take down this fort, keep front gate, and maybe a keep. Zero self-control here, but for savory stuff, my brain thinks the faster it's gone, not tempting me. I mean, Wildfire, the logic tracks. That logic tracks, because like if you eat all the Oreos, that's another one that I can sit there and eat many of. Oreo, I can make myself sick on Oreos. If I eat all the Oreos, there'll be none left to tempt me. Yeah, I get you. Oh, I get the logic. Sweet stuff you're meh on. There's a couple sweet things like Twizzlers Poland Peel. Oh, dude, Twizzlers Poland Peel. Oh god, I love that stuff.
Get them all. I don't mean any offense.
That's one that I have to have self-control over. Because I'll sit there and it's like, look, they're like itty bitty pieces, and then you eat like 8 of them. And there's like what? There's like 9 strands. So you end up eating like 90 strands of Poland peeled Twizzlers. I'll eat string cheese the moment I wake up till I go to bed if it's in the house. Hanzo Dragon's Arrow connecting onto Ankle Shot here. Tassadar trying to help out with some Shock Rays as well. A big heal comes out from support main, but Ariel and friends will not sustain this chase. They do get the boss, and they've got the Hellbat camp in bottom lane. Hellbats, by the way, reduce armor on enemies and structures. This is looking like we'll see a Bruiser camp also grab for bottom lane. And Newbrack burrows down here to try and pressure the enemy before they can clear out the Hellbats, but those are gone already. By the way, it is a flawless technique game. We actually have someone in this world other than non-champion and I who actually like taking flawless technique. Jared, you are a good Hanzo player. Win or lose, you are a good Hanzo player because you take the correct level 16 talent. Be Freesh getting chunked down to 50% because the level 16 from Hanzo is literally so very good. Varian will pop his Protect, but he did! Jet Propulsion from Blaze says hello. There's going to be a Crystal Aegis onto Black Jesus, who has 128 stacks currently. Vala trying to back away. Hanzo with another snipe, getting some decent damage. Man, oh man, is that a lot of damage onto Vala? And Tassadar is able to solidify the kill. Beautiful Dragon's Arrow sets up a ending for the side of Deep Waters. The boss will fall here, but the core will be the one to go down in the end. And GG, well played. A dominant game number 1 from Deep Waters. And Zul'jin Distillery got to turn on the heat for map number 2 if they want to keep this going. Oops, there we go. Black licorice over red. I've tried black licorice. It's not for me. I'm not a fan of it. Twizzler nubs, the cherry ones. I'll have to keep my eyes out for those. I like the Poland peel. Because the other thing too is this is gonna sound. I'm gonna sound like such an old man. I'm gonna sound like such an old man saying this. The Poland peel is better because it's a softer licorice. The regular Twizzlers is too hard of a licorice, and it makes my jaw hurt. My TMJ acts up when I eat the regular Twizzlers because it's too tough on my gums. How many stacks for Artanis? He ekes it out right at the end with 172. After we get some soft licorice, we can go play bingo. And then we can go yell at the kids for not putting their grocery carts away. Poland Peel didn't exist when you were a kid. Poland Peel came out when I remember. Welcome back into Division C East. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Deep Waters with a Zul, Vala, Muradin, Anduin, Hogger in this best-of-3 series. On the right, it is going to be Zul'jin Distillery with Brightwing, Anub'arak, Tychus, Fulstead, Ragnaros. This is map number 2. Map number 2 of this best-of-3 series, and we'll see if this is going to be a quick 2-0 from the side of Deep Waters, or will it be a map number 3 potential from Zul'jin Distillery. If you know the results, don't spoil them. Just come in here, have some good fun, be sure to follow the channel, and get some gambles in, as we do have our prediction up and available for all of you lovelies at home. Zul'jin Distillery with the Fulstead Q build, and the question to all of you is how many stacks does he end the game with? 100 or more, 99 or less. He picks up 2 immediately here. Barrel rolls away as there was a threat here onto our Zul, and he is not going to be going down. It sounds like it's going to be heavy. Yeah and no. It really just depends on how quick it cools down here. I do believe the temperature is supposed to drop because we have 25-mile-an-hour winds, so that should cool things down a little bit. When I took Bandit for a walk this morning, it was still relatively warm for being up here in the mountain, but yeah. We have 155 centimeters over 3 days. Roughly 155 centimeters, which is like 64 inches of snow. Inch-wise conversion, 60 inches is 5 feet. My physical therapist last night was telling me that there's a mountain called Kirkwood. It's considered like the best backcountry in the Tahoe area. And there's a lift called the Wall. The Wall is, and I'm not exaggerating, it's like an 86% drop. Like it's like near 90 degrees. Hence the name of the Wall. At the top of the wall, he was telling me that someone told him they're expecting 10 feet of snow at the top. And the Wall isn't even the highest lift in the Tahoe area. We have, I believe, Skychair at Heavenly is higher. There's a mountain called Sierra. That's another local mountain. It's not part of Vail. Last night, they announced that they're already closing on Friday. Now, because that's to make sure that people don't drive up the mountain and potentially die in a snowstorm. Now, Vail is a greedy company, and they're gonna cancel. They're gonna literally wait to the last minute to close down Heavenly. Like Kirk was probably gonna get an announcement today. Heavenly's probably gonna get announced at the last second, like tomorrow morning. Anyways, my snowstorm aside, double kill is gonna be picked up by the side of Zul'jin Distillery here on this map number 2, coming in with some fire and flames, if you will. Like a force of dragons. While Zul manages bottom lane, but he doesn't want to step too far out, doesn't want to get ganked. Anub'arak will show, but the Spectral Scythe is going to... Actually, Anub'arak is a little low here. Zul considers fighting into him. We had 70s yesterday and 40s today. That's what my parents were telling me. My mom and dad were saying, I video chatted with them this morning, and they said that it was 70 degrees, like 75 or something like that in Michigan yesterday. My buddy went out to like a bar and like an outdoor bar and stuff like that with his dogs. Fuck heavy snow with bad backs. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I have my 2-stage snowblower for the driveway. The deck in the backyard, I'll probably just shovel a little path for Bandit. So it's so he's not trudging through a lot of snow, but that's about it. Like I'll probably clear like 10% of the deck. I'm not even gonna lift the snow up. I'm just gonna shove it off the edge of the deck. No need to re-injure my spine. Moving some snow around. Midwest is drunk. Yeah, I always say the Midwest doesn't know what season it wants to be. Phase shift from Brightwing connecting onto the Tychus. He's going to drop down to where he was at the start. 60 HP is the lowest I saw it go, but Hogger does end up getting the kill. Falstad flies up here, and support main is going to take a bunch of damage. Meanwhile, Vala dumps in a barrage of shots onto Ankle Shot, who's able to barrel roll away, looking to throw a hammering over the wall here to poke at the enemy, maybe able to take down Black Jesus, but Ragnaros is the one to get that kill. Ankle Shot gets some good healing from that Soothe and misactivated by the Brightwing, and the fight does continue over this camp. Actually, that's not the case whatsoever. The camp will be stalled out around this camp. I guess not stalled out. They retreat on the side of Deep Water. Deep Waters does retreat. Falstad pokes out again. 16 stacks on his level 1. As Anubrak tries to summon, or excuse me, get this channel. Zul in bottom lane will get some consolation value pushing in, but that is going to be the end of that engagement. 2 out of 3 seeds to the side of Zul'jin Distillery as Anubrak starts things out once again, looking at the Anduin, who is a pig, but Ragnaros smashes with the Empower Self Fierce onto Vala, and she does go down. No level 1 stacks to lose for her. She is going into the Puncturing Arrows stackage. No Krita the Hunter. My biggest concern right now is getting my copy of Final Fantasy VII Remake. That is my biggest concern. I don't care about the snowstorm and the amount of, well, I care about the snowstorm, but I don't care about, like, I'm not worried about, like, shoveling or clearing the driveway. I just really hope that UPS can get up here and deliver my copy of Final Fantasy. Anyways, Anduin falls. Top lane will go down. Zul in bottom lane is get a few more stacks on his Jailer's level 4, 61 out of the 80. He's got like 2 minion waves to go to be able to get that stackage finished out. Another seed spawns. This on the positioning, or this positioning favoring Deep Water. 10 talent here is here for the side of Zul'jin Distillery, and I wonder, will they give? Will they go for this? Draken Laser Drill, Gust for Falstad, Cocoon, Blink Heal Brightwing, and Lava Wave on our Ragnaros. Falstad barrel rolls in, Polymorph onto Zul. He pops the Shade, and he's able to get the Anduin Leap of Faith out. Alright, Blast Wave onto the Falstad. Anubrak. Oh, wrong button. Sorry about that. Where were we? I think we were there on stats. Not 100% sure. Anduin's fine in bottom. Okay. Lava Wave summoned to top. We'll see if Ragnaros gets the spawning wave. He actually will get the spawning wave here. Nicely done. Nicely done. Gets the spawning wave. So, back to pretty much where we were. Off to bed. Hope the battery coin flip favors you today. Thank you, Shock and Obashi. Thank you for the redemption as well. We'll get that going in a little bit. Next time I get up for a cup of tea. But until then, thank you again. And I hope you get some good sleep, bud. We'll see you next time. As a reminder, tomorrow's Elden Ring stream with Mario Kart versus chat. And Saturday and Sunday's Banshee Cup playoffs. Vala with the strafe activated. Grenade actually kind of pushes Vala out of the range of the Draken Laser Drill, but I don't think she would have died either way. Muradin's able to Dwarf Toss out. And that's that. Alright. Good sustained damage from Tychus. He's going to get put into a bone prison. He doesn't really care about this. 26 stacks for the Falstad. As Anubrak pushes up mid lane wave, he's able to burrow charge out. He gets hit with a Stormbolt, and Vala doesn't get a Q stack off of him, connecting into the Beetle first. Ragnaros, still Blast Wave build, does have the Blistering attacks level 7. This could be a objective phase over to the side of Zul'jin Distillery. We've got Anubrak pulling the Sappers to the side. Tychus with the channel uninterrupted here, and it will be Garden Terror, okay? Garden Terror grabbed to the side of Zul'jin Distillery, and this will be pressure onto Zul bottom. He's going to get some quick clear onto this objective phase. Let's look back into mid lane. Vala strafe. Wow, they've actually cleared out mid quite a bit. Man, this objective phase seemingly is not going to get a whole lot. At least it doesn't seem like it's going to get a whole lot right now. Tychus dashes in. There's going to be a cocoon onto Anduin. Overgrowth plant locks down the structures. Then is an impale from Anubarak. He goes in with the burrow charge, interrupts the Holy Word Salvation. Duet getting low, but it doesn't seem like Murden can chase in. Gets a good heal from Brightwing Blink, and nicely done. The Garden Terror in bottom is cleared out. Lava Wave from Ragnaros gets the wave right in front of the keep, and this is mid-fork going down. Lead will hearth out completely. 5 seconds on the phase shift. Nubrak goes in for a burrow, impale. Summons the Beetles at least. Those tank some tower shots. Pushes up the wave a little bit. Zool, he's not going to get caught out at bottom. He's able to spray and back away. Okay, so Nubrak and the rest of his team going to push in here. God, internet outages and just losing half your viewers is such a bummer, but whatever. Whatever. Trying to make a living out here, and power company doesn't want me to do that. A little bit of poke from Falstad here in the bottom lane. Zul throws out a Spectral Scythe with the Echoes of Death, so probably going to go into the Mortal Wound and stuff. Probably Decrepify as well as the Mortal Wound at 1620. Oh, we actually could see the Poison Nova upgrade as well. It doesn't seem like Zul's... Yeah, I think the Healing Denial is way better. It's like a 75% healing debuff to the enemy for 2 or 3 seconds. It's a really decent healing debuff. More Spectral Scythes out from Zul, doing his best to put a Poison Nova activated. Barrel roll. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know what Valen was trying to do there, but or Valen. Alrighty, well, Hogger is managing top lane, 16 talent tier advantage to the side of Zul'jin Distillery, ahead in this best of 3 series. Burrow onto... Oh, it's a Kaibo cleanse. Cocoon onto Anduin. Gust from Falstad pushes away the enemy. Draken Laser Drill. Goodbye, Anduin. Draken Laser Drill will be used to be retargeted onto the fort, like that call coming out from our Tychus player. The siege value from Draken Laser Drill is kind of bonkers. Especially with focusing diodes, level 20, it's pretty good. So, no Garden Terror. Looks like Fort goes down in bottom. All outer layers have been peeled away by the side of Zul'jin Distillery. And they'll continue to work on this camp here for the bottom lane wave. Stormbolt attempted here. A little bit of Spectral Size out from Zul. Poke out from Hanzo as well. Doesn't seem... Or, not Hanzo, sorry, Valo. Nubrak burrows in. There's going to be a ton of damage onto Muradin. Gets the Avatar activation. The Holy Word Salvation interrupted, and support main does go down. Man, Zul'jin Distillery rocketing through bottom lane right now. That's a good cocoon onto Vala. 44 stacks currently for Falstad, who's going to barrel roll in. He's going to tank a couple tower shots here. Not too sure about that barrel roll there, ankle shot, but it will not go down. That is actually a phase shift, allowing Brightwind to get the kill onto Hogger. And Nubrak tanks a few tower shots as well. I think those actually... I think Nubrak actually pulled the tower shots off of Falstad right there. This is going to be bottom lane keep going down, but are they going to look to go core with this? 9 seconds on Murd and 15 to go for Anduin, 28 on Hogger. Currently have Zul in top lane defending. Vala the only one around the allies, or around the enemy. But it seems like Murden's back up, and this will be another seed up and available.
They don't feel a thing.
All right.
Anymore.
So, another seed. Zul'jin Distillery getting this uninterrupted. Murden tried to threaten, but it wasn't enough. Zul also throwing in bottom lane. Not throwing in bottom lane. Sorry, clearing in bottom lane. My apologies. My brain right now. Nah, split sieging, trying to close the experience gap. This makes complete sense, honestly. Makes complete sense. Talent-wise, we don't have Manticore. We actually have Seething Hatred level 16 for the Vala. Lava Wave from Ragnaros coming in through bottom lane wave. Zul's gonna Hearth out here. Let's see, we get the spawning wave out of bottom. So Zul actually cancels his Hearth, gets another clear since Ragnaros pushes things up with the lava wave. 20 talent tiers here for the side of Zul'jin Distillery. 14-1 in kills as this camp will be grabbed. Wind Tunnel, Lava Surge, Rewind, Invisible Friends, and focusing Dioids, I'd assume, but you never know. Could be Bob and Weave. I forget the other talent. I think there's another spray and pray talent if I'm not mistaken. Or not spray and pray, overkill. I think. Anyways. They're gonna fight this. They're down 20 talent tier. It is focusing Dioids. Molten Core for Ragnaros to zone back the enemy. Zul with 1 delay on an Uberak, but they won't get Tychus, and yeah. Alright, Garden Turret. Man, top lane's gonna be a massive wave here, chat. Massive wave coming in through the top right now. We have bottom lane is decent as well, but yeah. Chase onto Anduin. Slowed down by a Chastise. Still no 20 talent here on the side of Deep Waters. A Lava Wave to push up top lane. Alright. Let's see how much, or what kind of additional value this brings to the table. Molten Core was already used, so it's a 2-minute cooldown. Nice Cocoon onto the... Oh, that's a game-ending gust right there, chat. That's a game-ending gust right there. That was beautiful. As Hogger will go down, Vala picked off as well. Focusing Dioids. The Tychus Grenade is what actually takes down the Muradin. Support main on the Anduin gonna Hearth out behind the enemy, but it was a triple kill for the side of Zul'jin Distillery, and they will confirm top lane keep. They're actually gonna go for mid lane keep as well, just to push these waves in faster. No, they're gonna be going for Anduin right now. Rewind activated, gets the Quadra stun onto Anduin, but there's just not enough damage to kill him. Zul doing his best to clear things out, but ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna head to a map number 3. GG, well played. Falstad had 99 or less stacks. What's up, Forget What? How you doing today, bud? I've had some unfortunate connectivity issue stuff. All right. So literally having the internet drop and blah blah blah, like that's also a stressor too, but either way, we are here, we're ready to go. Map number 3 in this best of 3 series. On the left hand side, we're going to be seeing the members of Deep Water. We've got an Asmodan, Kira, Muradin, Ariel, Tassadar, and on the right it'll be Zul'jin Distillery with a Tychus, Diablo, Kael'thas, Brightwing, and Hogger. I'll be honest, I found you through CCL. I know you cast grassroots leagues, but maybe HOTS community needs another huge league. Well, we have We had Meta Madness, we had Banshee Cup, and people just rather watch other streamers than me. No, we have a Hogger, Brightwing, Kael'thas, Diablo, Tychus, by the way, for the side of Zul'jin Distillery. Depression's a hell of a thing. I always try a logic my way out of my, get worked over it. Hope you find a way out. It's kind of, it's not really easy to apply logic to it because it's, as I said, like, it's the combination of imposter syndrome and all these things where it's like, you look at other streamers and it's like, why is their growth better than mine? And I know someone before was like, comparing yourself to other streamers isn't productive. And it's like, yes, I understand that, but I don't, but my brain's gonna do this. My brain's gonna do that always. My brain's gonna be like, why aren't you as good as them? Why aren't you growing as much? Why isn't your sub count consistently going higher and higher? You know, it's one of those things. By the way, there's a prediction going right now. How many stacks of Annihilation for the Azmodan? Will he finish out Annihilation? Will he finish out the 400 stacks or not? That's all, you know? I mean, I always talk about it. Like, I stream 6 days a week. Like, I bust my ass streaming. I make YouTube content. Like, I work my butt off, and it's like, should I keep going at this? Should I keep doing what I'm doing? Is this a what do they call it? Is this just a experiment in... Ow. Goodbye, Ariel. I'm so fucking tilted. I'm so fucking tilted. I'm so fucking tilted today, chat. I'm so goddamn tilted. I'm really trying my hardest. I really am. I really am trying my hardest today. I really am, chat. I'm so fucking tilted. I'm Oh, and the game's crashing. Fucking. I should just give up on streaming, dude. I should just give up. I should just go get a job flipping burgers, dude. Well, what's the point anymore, man?
Limousine and a pizza.
Zoran, thank you for the 3 gifted subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much for the generosity. Appreciate that greatly. Thank you. I'm so goddamn tilted. It helps a ton. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so goddamn tilted. I'm so tilted. Game's still going. We're here. Welcome back. Asmodan gets a dunk onto Kilthos and bottom. Ariel is going to be able to back away just fine, I do believe. No kill on Diablo and bottom. Alright, yeah, Ariel gets shot by the tower and she does go down from stepping up. Agra finishes at the camp over here on the right-hand side, and we get this camp to be grabbed as well. Chat, if the power goes out again and this happens, I think I'm gonna call it today. I'm giving you a heads up. I'm literally shot at this point. I don't want to not stream, but it's just... You know what the worst part is? I can't even play Final Fantasy VII because it's not even here yet. Do what you have to. Well, I would like to stream and create content and make money, but I can't do that. Because apparently the battery backup I have doesn't want to be a battery backup 50% of the time. It's like, what's the fucking point? Why do I have it plugged in? I'd rather roll the dice on having it plugged into the wall at this point. There's no point. Literally, there's no power dropping in the entire house. The power goes out for like a quarter of a second. It's not even enough to shut it up, but apparently that's enough for the battery backup not to work. First objective phase is here and up and available. We'll be having 30 seconds of potential channel time on that. Brightwing is going to be threatened. It probably doesn't feel like much, but my wife and I appreciate you. Well, I appreciate the kind words. I thank you for taking the time to type that. I do appreciate it. It's just... Between power outage and other stuff, I'm just tilting to the moon today, and I'm trying my best to stay level-headed, but it's not going well up there, chat. It's not going well. Tychus is going to try and trade into Kira. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that. He does have the combat tactician. He does have it in the rhythm, and he's also got the Prestige advantage. He's got the 1 range on that. This universe is conspiring against us. I agree, it is. I can't compete with the other hot streamers out there. I can't compete with other Stormgate streamers. I can't compete with StarCraft. It's just, it's so, as I said earlier, it's so disheartening. Oh. Evolving sweep from Kira. Going to be dealing damage to Tychus as she's able to get the grapple hook out. Shock rays out from the Tassadar. Continue to have Hogger doing his best to clear out top lane up against Kira, who's just, well, continuing to pressure the lane. Siege camps on the left and the right, about 25 on the left and like 40 on the, or 25 on the right, 40 on the left. Detainment strike into the wall. 3 out of the 6 stacks, I believe, on the repeated offense for the Ariel. Muradin will be sliced and diced by our Kael'thas, and 1 to 3 in kills, favoring the side of Zul'jin Distillery. As we cycle through the numbers once again. Asmodan at 66 stacks baseline, still has another 130 some to go. Tychus dashing. We're worried for you if you lose power in this monster multi-day storm. Oh, don't worry. Why would you worry about me? Because my mental sanity will snap for the fact that I can't stream? Yeah, I would agree. I finally got my internet fixed as of yesterday. My internet finally is stable, and now I don't now my backup power supply for my internet is gone to shit. It's just you just can't win. You just can't win. Only sadness. No positives. I didn't want to stream, but call it a mental break day and recharge for the day and come back tomorrow. Well, but that's the so if I stop streaming, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna literally sit here and I'd be like, well, I have half a day in my I have half a day of free time to do stuff. I might as well edit videos. Like, I'm just gonna end up sitting here editing videos. And then I'll be sitting here wishing that I was streaming. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just a lose-lose situation. Right now, the mentals, as I said, they're shit. A hefty amount of imposter syndrome, a good chunk of depression, just unentertaining streamer. Gravity Lapse going out from Kael'thas. Good Crystal Aegis from Ariel. The Apocalypse activated by Diablo as our Asmodan will be able to tap the well. We do have Unrelenting Strikes for Kira at level 10, Crystal Aegis, Black Hole, as well as the Avatar for Muradin and Siege. Or excuse me, the Demonic Invasion on the Asmodan. Draken Laser Drill, Apocalypse, Phoenix, Blink Heal, and also Shockwave. Level 13's here first for Zul'jin Distillery, as they will pick up a few extra talents. We continue to see Diablo going into some Shadow Charge stuff. We've got Pixie Boost for the Brightwing, Pyromaniac. You feel like you never get value out of Laser Drill. I think the Draken Laser Drill, I feel like is just it depends on the map for sure and the team fight. Like, I think this is a pretty decent map for Draken Laser Drill because of the team fight around the objective. Like, I feel like Draken Laser Drill is comparable to like a Cho'Gall draft. You want to draft it or use it on a map where everyone kind of groups up for a team fight. Now, of course, Commandeer Odin, it sieges really well. It's good for the AoE team fights on top of all of that. But the sustainability, the sustained damage from Draken Laser Drill is really good. And also, as I said, it's a great siege tool. Especially, focusing Dioids level 20 is huge. Oh, Shockwave goes out, not connecting. That's a Crystal Aegis onto the Kira, but it's not going to be enough. Null Pack is cleared out. Second objective phase is up and available. 40 seconds of channel time. Yanther, that is honestly the nicest thing to read. Thank you. Draken Laser Drill is going to zone back the Muradin for a time being. I'm glad to bring you some relief in your days. I love as I always say, I love what I do. I just would like to grow, and it's disheartening and disparaging and rough when you work so hard as you work consistently and hard, and then it's that payout isn't there. I can't actualize growth. I don't see the growth that I'm hoping for. That's the hard part. Brightwing does not get the delay onto the Jailers in time. 9.6 left to go. Plus you get a mech. What's not to love? That is true. You do get to be a Gundam. But in reality, when it comes to this storm, I have a generator, I have gas, I have stovetop food, I have a gas range, so I definitely have ways to eat. I have ways to stay warm. The fireplace in the living room is gas, but the switch works off of a battery. And that battery actually works, unlike my battery backup. So I can flip the switch and I can get my gas fireplace going. Worst case scenario, if things go real bad, I can go over to my neighbor's. And he has a wood-burning fireplace. My neighbor's house is literally like our neighborhood community meetup. Like, the last time we had a major power outage a year ago, like half the neighborhood ended up at his house just drinking, and they have a piano, so they were playing music, which I'm glad I didn't go because I can't stand that kind of stuff. I ended up sitting in the dark reading Calvin and Hobbes by flashlight. That's what I did last time. Shadow Charge from Diablo. He does finish out his level 13 talent, Attainment Strike. There's going to be a Crystal Aegis as well. Gravity Lapse, and a good double kill from the Hogger with his Easy Throw Dynamite and Staggering Blow. Azmodan will trade into the Tychus with a kill of his own, but Kira falls. Azmodan, the lone defender during this objective phase that has arrived in lane. I have so many Calvin and Hobbes books. Though I will say, the one that I read the most was the Spy vs. Spy compendium that I bought at Borders when I was in the 5th grade. I love Spy vs. Spy. Because there was minimal reading involved. Weird power surge last night when I was taking my math test. Luckily the PC didn't die, but my TV did. It was still able to finish the test. Oh, you know, I bet it's like when I lose power here for a moment. My lights, my studio lights, my Elgato lights, those are not plugged into my battery backup at all. There's no battery backup for that. I have my PC, monitor, and like a couple other things on one battery backup, and then the other one is purely just for the internet and router, or the modem and router. And that's the battery backup that's just to roll the dice whether it wants to actually be a battery backup or not. But the thing is, like, the lights never flicker off because there's like enough power still coursing in them that they stay on. And part of me thinks that I should just plug in my internet into the wall and just not use the battery backup, because I have this gut feeling that the battery backup literally kills out the power rather than switching over to the battery in time. I don't know, like, there's this one battery backup is either I gotta figure out how to replace the battery cell inside, or I just need to replace it. I'm not sure which one it is. What's up, Ektar? How you doing today, bud? Farside was your favorite? I have a ton of Farside books, too. Farside's a great one. Got a subpar score, but got it done. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. Top lane boss will be grabbed by the side of Zul'jin Distillery as they are looking to add more pressure onto the map here in map number 3. It's only taken us 2 hours and 47 minutes to get to this point in the stream because we've had 2 power outages. I'm pretty sure it says I've only been live for 23 minutes. Galefoss attacking a sidewall here, opening things up a little bit. Oh, you've been here for a while? Oh, no worries, no worries. Shockwave from the Hogger. Crystal Aegis is the answer onto Muradin. Dragon Laser Drill coming down from Tychus. Good damage onto Kira. We have the focusing Dio. She's dead. Oh, she's not. She gets the grapple out of range. There was a DC apparently from a bunch of players here. Looks like they reconnect in time. Looks like there was a pause. I'm sorry, can we? There we go. Oh, the other thing too, and this is a minor complaint. I don't have my copy of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, so it's even if I had to end stream early, I can't go and play the game that I want to go play. It still is. Let's see. Don't mind me just checking shipping in the middle of a game right now. It's in Sparks, Nevada as of 9:22 a.m., but there's no way it's coming up the hill and getting delivered to me today. Sparks, Nevada's like 2-hour drive. There's no way they're gonna put it on a truck and get it to me today. I don't see that happening. The universe doesn't like me that much. And you know what that means too? If it doesn't come today, there's no way in hell it's coming tomorrow. I'm willing to bet UPS is going to be like, oh, it's, 2 feet of snow, a foot of snow on Thursday and 2 feet of snow throughout Friday. Yeah, that's probably not safe for our drivers to go up the mountain. Yours still hasn't changed from out to for delivery. I hope you get yours soon, Lard. I really hope you get yours soon. Diablo immediately deals damage to the mid-cape. He's just gonna tank tower shots. He wants to open this up and potentially take the map here. Asmodan, 258 stacks currently, as he does go into the Siegebreaker level 20, summoning that. The Apocalypse from Diablo, and that's going to be a potentially dead Asmodan, getting hit with the Crystal Aegis. Murden goes in with a Dwarf Toss. A Stormbolt will connect. There's a dump from Asmodan, and Kael'thas is the first one to go down in this engagement. Draken Laser Drill summoned, has the focusing diodes, but it will be cleared out quite quickly between Ariel and Asmodan. Muradin, no heavy impact or anything like that, just Dwarf Tossing into close distance, double Stormbolt onto the enemy, but there's necessary clear. Asmodan's gonna be the one focusing on that. Apocalypse from Diablo, that was a Hellgate actually, from Diablo, level 20, just trying to get out of there. Want me to go get one from GameStop and have them airlift it to you? You don't need to do that for me. That's generous though, I appreciate it. I need like a spaceman to come to my house and yell at me about some goddamn tea. That's what I need. Oh. Okay. 286 on those stacks for Asmodan still. How do you take your tea? You like yours with lard? I like a teaspoon of sugar in my lemon lift tea. Like a little bit less than a teaspoon of sugar. Just don't stand under it when they drop it. I wonder if GameStop even has physical copies. I wonder if they even have physical copies in their store. You like yours plain unless it's black tea, then you add a splash of milk. I use sugar cubes so they are always exactly measured. See, that's smart. I actually should do that. I just have like a little sugar pour thingy, and I just guesstimate it. Isn't GameStop a Funko Pop store now? Probably, actually. Is it because the teaspoon of sugar helps the medicine go down? And the teaspoon of sugar helps me wake up a little bit. Boss in bottom lane is going to be dealt with as we take a look in top. Zul'jin Distillery grabs another boss over here. Augur bouncing away, and alrighty. Evolving sweep immediately. There's a Soothing Mist shockwave. Brightwing gets annihilated before I can even blink. The Apocalypse is massive from Diablo with the stun, but Avatar from Muradin will be activated, and things are looking really good for the side of Deep Waters in that engagement. Boston top lane though will take down the keep, and this will be the Vandar Stormpike with only 20 physical and spell armor. We will offer you 50 cents for your copy of a game that came out last month. I remember I did that when I was a kid. I sold a bunch of games that I never played at GameStop. And I remember I got like barely any money, and I think that was the money that I used to buy Metal Gear Solid. I'm pretty sure I used that money to buy Metal Gear Solid. Like, I had like a copy of Cool Borders. That was one of the ones that I sold. I remember that. The last time I went to a midnight release of Wings of Liberty, and it was just because my two friends went, and they were like, hey, do you want to come with us? And I was like, sure. And then I was standing in line, they were like, you should buy the game. And I'm like, okay, whatever, sure. But the last time I went to a GameStop was when they did there was the Star Fox for the Wii U, and my best friend was visiting, and we had literally, he like discovered that morning that the Star Fox game released that day, so we went to GameStop and we bought it, and then we beat it that day, and we were disappointed. They're doing a remake of Snake Eater, right, on PlayStation 5, and I never played Snake Eater, so I think when Snake Eater comes out for PlayStation 5, that'll be something we stream. There are a few PlayStation titles that I want to check out. Hellgate in from Diablo. He's not able to close the distance on the Ariel here. Shockwave from Hogger will connect onto the Muradin. Overpower Shadow Charge into the wall. Phase Shift will connect onto our Diablo as the Asmodan will summon the Demonic Invasion. We do have Vandar Stormpike dealing with the wave that has arrived through the top lane. Bottom lane wave is dealing decent damage. Now, the minions don't fixate onto structures, so as this minion waves arrives, we still have one of these Impalers, though, or one of these, one of the Spearmen was almost able to continue focusing onto that. We have Muradin falling over here. Befrish gets the counter channel, and that's 31 seconds to go of channel time. 332 on the Asmodan stackage. I go to the one on base when I'm there because I like the employees. I buy stuff I wouldn't buy at other GameStops just because of the employees. Oh, that's nice. Dude, if there was... We don't even have a GameStop in our town. We don't even have a game store anymore. There used to be a game shop up here. It was like Warp something. Not Warp 9. That's in Clawson, Michigan. But there was a game store up here that it closed. So we don't have a GameStop. We don't have like That's what we need. Honestly, if there was a GameStop here, I'd consider applying. I'd consider applying to a GameStop. Apocalypse in from Diablo. Black Jesus does go down. Actually, honestly, if we had a like a gaming center, like I'm trying to remember the name for it. If we had like a LAN center, like Next Level Gaming, like Kevin's place, I'd consider applying to work there at a gaming venue. Anyways, Vandar Stormpike goes down. Zul'jin Distillery takes the series. It took us a while to get here, but yeah, that's the end of it. $378 stacks, so it is an incomplete baseline quest. Just shy of it. Oh boy, chat.